Hello, Miss Nguyen. So right now I am looking at your story, and this story is typed again. Is typed again when listening to your story. So right now I'm going to double check your pronunciation and help you to apply the right vocabularies into your story. So let's go. So this one, the very first sentence right here that we are looking at, this extremely interesting story comes from an example I regularly listen to and look up on YouTube. So first of all, you are talking about an example, and that example is an example of the teacher. He's okay. He's a typical example, a popular example, the kind of a person that people are going to look up to because okay, he's very popular for his creative teaching method. He makes such a tremendous impact on everybody in the society. So right here, we don't use the word listen to because when you say that you listen to, it means that you are listening to me or you are listening to somebody else at this moment when you are watching me. Yes, for example. So right here, once you are talking about other people, please try to use the word like here. Okay, yeah, I heard a lot about you before I come to teach you, for example, or I heard a lot about Mr. Dong before I take on his class, for example. So right here, this extremely interesting story comes from an example I regularly hear about and look up on YouTube. So right here, extremely interesting comes from. Please try not to please try not to miss the s sound at the end of the word when it comes to he, she, it as the subject in the present simple grammar. Yeah. So one, two, three. The pronunciation of of the word first, extremely. Second, interesting. Interesting. Third, example. Fourth, regularly. Regularly. Fifth, heard about. Okay, so right here we need to correct this word. We need to change this word into hear about. Okay, hear about. So this extremely interesting story comes from an example I regularly heard about and look up on YouTube. First of all, I can introduce he is a talented and typical teacher. So this is the second mistake. The second mistake of word usage. You say that I can introduce. I can say that I introduce you to I introduce you to my friend because I want you to practice English more, for example. Or I can say that here comes my introduction about something. Here comes my introduction about the lecture of the day, or I can introduce that. Okay, I can introduce that, or I can brief that. BRIEF. I can brief that. This teacher is so talented and so typical. Or I can say that. I can demonstrate that. So we only use the word introduce in the phrase like introduce somebody to somebody else or introduce something to somebody. Okay, we don't say the introduce in a sentence. I introduce that. No, it doesn't make any sense when it comes to the word introduce. And then after that, you use a sentence. You should say that I can demonstrate that, or I can brief that, or I can state that. So, okay, the first word, which is very appropriate in the sentence, I can brief that, or I can state that, okay, or I can confirm that, okay, or okay, or sorry, or I can say that. Just get the simplest word of everyday word. Say. I can prove that he is a talented and typical teacher, or you can say that he is typically talented teacher, a kind of talented teacher that you will never ever have a second chance to study with. So you can say that a typically talented teacher, much more okay. It sounds much more complicated than a talented and typical teacher. So next time, please try to use a verb to go with adjective. So right here, we can say that, okay, delete A, okay, delete and. Yeah, and right here, I'm going to say that he is a typically talented teacher. And the next one, his teaching style is a combination of traditional theories and practical experience. Not too much quickly, but not too much, and really also. So here, his teaching style is a combination of traditional theories and practical experience. Oh, very good. Okay. And this one, not too much. We don't use too much for a verb or adjective. I could say that too much money, too much time, too much knowledge. But whenever you say that something is too, it's going to carry a very negative meaning or negative impact on you. So people never ever use the word too once they describe some kinds of feelings or an amount of something. So right here, we should say that not to, okay, not too much, no, not to, because to we go with adjective, to we go with adverb, but not much here. Don't use much here. So not too quickly, but not too again, but not too unruly. Also, no, we only use the word also for affirmative sentence. For example, you like English for sure, and like I said that I also like English. We use, okay, if you say that you don't like Chinese, I could say that I also don't like Chinese. No, I will say that I don't like Chinese either. So we use the word either for negative sentence, the same negative opinions about something, the same negative feelings about something. So yeah, I can say, I like English, you like English also. I love drinking coffee, you love drinking coffee also. I don't like writing essays, you don't like writing essays either. So please try to replace the word also, okay, with the word either when it comes to the same negative emotions or things. Right here, yeah. So right here, we have a phrase like a sentence like this. Let's practice the pronunciation of each word in this sentence. Teaching style, combination, traditional theories, practical experience. So whenever you come to the shen sound, you try to make the shen of English word into the shen of Vietnamese word, because the shen of Vietnamese words, okay, is much stronger than the shen of English word. So whenever Vietnamese people study English, Vietnamese people pronounce the shen, oh my gosh, American and British people love to hear the shen. So right here, his teaching style is a combination of traditional theories and practical experience, not too quickly, but not too unruly either. So next sentence. He's offering his teaching for everybody in all ages who are in crisis and encountering obstacles in life. Yeah, we have the word offer. I offer somebody something, or I offer something to somebody. I don't use offer something I don't use offer something for somebody. I will use the word to. So I can say that he's offering his teaching to everybody in all ages who are in crisis and encountering obstacles in life. Once I listened to your audio file, I found out that when it comes to this part, you don't pronounce the word clearly. You missed the first sound of the word, which is the word and. You say countering obstacles, but in fact, this word is encountering obstacles. This is not obstacle, this is obstacles. So please remember this one. So first, grammar rule, offer something to somebody, offer somebody something. I offer you help. I offer help to you. I offer you opportunity. I offer opportunity to you. So I can say he's offering his teaching to everybody in all ages who are in crisis and encountering obstacles in life. And next, however, he is funny and humorous. Sorry, this word funny, but in the clip, oh no, it's not the clip in the audio. You said some, you pronounce the word funny, funny, funny. So please pay attention to your tongue twister whenever it comes to the N sound, the N sound pronunciation. It's very easy, but sometimes the easiest things are the most difficult things when it comes to the right moment. So we need to pay a little bit attention to those easiest things. So right here, however, he is funny and humorous. Yeah, let's go. He is willing to share for free on YouTube in order to start a story. Oh, he wants to make his story a spotlight. He wants to popularize his story. So right here, okay, we shouldn't use the word star because once we use the word star, it's much more about Hollywood or Bollywood or Vietnamese wood, for example. So right here, whenever we upload something on YouTube, we have two kinds of purposes. The very first purpose of companies or organizations, they just want to keep the files the longest videos on YouTube, and YouTube is the best way to keep the longest videos or audios. So that is the first purpose. The second purpose, we upload something on YouTube because maybe we expect somebody to hear from us, or we'll expect to popularize our piece of product. But most of the time, most of every organization, they once they upload something on YouTube, they expect it to be eternally popularized, not publicly popularized for some for some company, especially ESD, for example. So right here, I can say that popularized, not star, to popularize his story. Yeah, he is willing to share for free on YouTube in order to popularize a story, his story, in fact. Okay, so if you can comment detail of something in English, please try to go into detail. Don't wait for any seconds, to let it go, to let it slip like this. So English people or American people are like that. Whenever things belong to them or whenever things are related to them, they need to put a title on that thing. It's mine, it's his, it's hers, it's theirs, it's ours, for example. So here to popularize his story, in fact, that story belongs to him. So right here, he mentions that he did have 4 years in university, which could be the most prime time in his life. So when it comes to writing, we need to use present simple from the word go to the end. Don't ever use or get the past simple because somehow it's going to be a little bit confusing for you to to consider which tense for applications once you speak or once you write. So we need to be kind of highly aware of the tense the tense recognition if we want to apply the right tense into speaking or writing. So right here, we should say that, let's say that we are going to use present simple for the rest of our life when it comes to writing or speaking. But if you want to use past simple, it's okay, because if you want to use past simple, make sure that past simple from the word go till the end. That is it. Simply apply it. And here he mentions that he does, he does, He does have 4 years in university, which could be, yeah, could be is kind of the past. But if you are not sure about the possibilities of something, you can use could be instead of can be, because can be is very strong. Can be carries a very strong meaning. If you say that something can be something else, for sure it's going to happen. So I could be a teacher. Yeah, I'm a teacher right now. But if I say that I could be a teacher, it means, oh my gosh, 40% sure, 60% unsure. So right here, which could be the most prime time in his life? Being a founder of four student club, because this is one club, okay, and the name of the club is for student. Traveling enormous places. Hello, traveling who? Okay, traveling to where? Traveling what? Okay, traveling to, yeah, something like this. Traveling to enormous places. So whenever you use, okay, you happen to use the action of go, walk, run, drive, travel. Please try to use the word to after the action verb, because people need to know which destination we go. We have a destination to reach. That is the reason why we use to. So traveling to enormous places and possessing a wonderful time, study with passion. Wow, okay. He can thoughtfully comprehend knowledge in short time, while other people had to struggle. No, from now on, present simple always. So right here, okay, let's practice the pronunciation. After we check grammar mistakes, being a founder of a four-student club, traveling to enormous places, and possessing a wonderful time studying with passion, he can thoughtfully comprehend knowledge in short time. In short time, are you sure? No, it's not the right way. Okay, it should be. He comprehend knowledge in a short time, not in a short time, for a short time. Hello, miss. Whenever you want to talk about the period of time, we want to talk about, okay, something that we do at this moment or in the present. We will use for. But if we want to say that something is going to be happen later, we are going to use in for a period of time. For example, I will teach English in 50 minutes. It means that in 50 minutes, okay, right now it is 4 p.m. for example. So 4:59, I have to teach English. Yeah, that is it. So I'm going to have a break in 30 minutes. It means that after 30 minutes, I am going to have a break. So you are going to use in and a period of time, in how long, in 2 minutes, in 2 seconds, in 2 hours. It means that in how long you are going to do something. So it's like the plane is going to take off in 2 hours, which means the plane is going to fly up, okay, in the sky after 2 hours. So once you are going to do something later in the near future, the future is very near to you. Okay, something is going to happen later. You need to use in a period of time. But something happens at this moment or in the present, you should use for a short time or for a long time or for exactly how long? Yeah, that is it. So right here, get right here. For a short time, while other people have to struggle. 1, 2, 3, let's practice the pronunciation of each word in this sentence after we correct your grammar. A founder, traveling, enormous, places, possessing, wonderful, passion, thoughtfully, comprehend, knowledge, struggle. 1, 2, 3, let's practice reading the sentence. Being a founder of a four-student club, traveling to enormous places and possessing a wonderful time, study with passion. He can thoughtfully comprehend knowledge for a short time while other people have to struggle. So right here, a wonderful time study. Yeah, a wonderful time study Not exactly, miss. Yeah, not exactly. This should be a wonderful study time. Right now, I am making a clip, but I feel like I am running the online classes. That is the reason why I pause so many times to wait for you to correct the mistakes. But in fact, right now, I am making the clip. I am making the clip alone. So sorry for for many pauses because I think I am running the online class. So it's just like a disease of my work. Yeah, an addiction of online classes. So 1, 2, 3, let's practice this reading of the sentence. Being a founder of a four-student club, traveling to enormous places, and possessing a wonderful study time with passion, he can thoughtfully comprehend knowledge for a short time while other people have to struggle. Yeah, struggle. So right here, once you thoughtfully comprehend, it sounds like you considerably comprehend. I don't know. I don't know which meaning. Okay, you try to refer. You try to refer it to me, or I think it should be considerably comprehend, or significantly comprehend, or carefully comprehend, or he can easily comprehend. He can significantly comprehend. Once it comes to the word thoughtful, it means that you are going to spend lots of time on thinking about something in order to make sure of your decision. So right here it should be significantly, or easily, yeah, comprehend. And next sentence, because of his efficient method and passion, he graduated with excellent degree from the well-known university. Okay, so right here, let's stop right here. First, this is efficient, not efficient, like yeah, the way that you pronounce in your clip. Second of all, graduated. No, no, no. We need to use the present simple here. Don't. He graduates with the excellent degree from well-known university. Remember, please remember to use the word the once you are talking about university. And with all his determination, he began he began his very first official job in Japanese education institution. So okay, so for this one, you make a few mistakes when it comes to the pronunciation of a few words, which are determination, creativity, official, Japanese, not Japanese, okay, Japanese, education, institution, yeah, and this one, well known, and graduate, and efficient. So right now, let's practice reading this sentence all together. Because of his efficient method and passion, he graduates with the excellent degree from the well-known university. And with all of his determination and creativity, he began his very first official job in Japanese education institution. Yeah, perfect. Let's come to the next one. Everybody thought that was definitely a tremendous chance for him to develop, but it turned out later that that environment was not for him. So first of all, we need to change, okay, the tense of this sentence into the present ones. So here, thanks. Here, okay, is. Thanks is. And here, turns, not turned. Okay, and this one is, okay, not was. And right here, whenever you use turn out, it already means later. Things happens later in a different way. So don't ever use the word later when it comes to the phrasal verb turns out. So 1, 2, 3, let's practice the pronunciation of this sentence. So right here, let's start. Everybody thinks that everybody thinks that is, yeah, you see that? Okay, whenever you say that thinks that and then is, some kinds of pause, okay, some kinds of pause in the middle of your in the middle of your reading. So that belongs to the word think. And if you want to use, okay, a subject, just applied, okay, applied as subject, we need to use the word like it. Okay, everybody thinks that it is definitely a tremendous chance for him to develop, when it turns out that environment is not for him. So please remember, first, tremendous; second, definitely; third, chance; fourth, environment. Please try to emphasize the start of each letter in the word. So right here, let's practice reading the sentence again. Everybody thinks that it is definitely a tremendous chance for him to develop, but it turns out that the environment is not for him. Yeah, so let's move to the next one. As we have none, the Japanese convention is full of disciplines. Oh my gosh, Miss Ngan, you always say that discipline. Okay, this is not discipline, this is discipline. Discipline. As we've none. Okay, so whenever you want to use the word like as you know, or as somebody know, or as somebody have none, you need to make sure that after as we know, we need to use a full sentence. So right here, okay, as we have none, the Japanese convention is full of disciplines. Disciplines. For example, go to work on time, wear a uniform with a tie, and deal with the issue that he didn't discuss. He didn't deal with the issue that he didn't discuss. No, deal with the issue that deal with the issue that he has never ever come okay across before. Okay, right now you are talking about the teacher who always wear flip-flops and t-shirts, happens to wear a suit and tie. So that is the problem. That is the issue that he has never ever come across before. And now he has to obey the rule of the environment here, Japanese school. So right here, let's practice together. For example, go to work on time, wear a uniform with a tie, and deal with the issue that he has never ever come across before. Okay, this is with issue. No, the issue. The most unbearable thing he mentioned was wearing a tie. Okay, so right here it's not was anymore. It should be is wearing a tie. How could you imagine a guy with t-shirts and flip-flops all day before must wear suit and tie? And I could say, how can you imagine that? And I could say, how can you imagine that a creative person was forced to work under discipline? Oh, something is wrong here. Something is wrong here. So right here.